Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Another video. Not too much video this year, but I try to publish when I can. 90% publish the fix of the problem that normally occur in the boat. In this case, finally, after a couple of years, I decided to fix a small or big problem, or better, raise the bathing platform, because every time I went sailing upwind or with rough seas asterns, it went completely underwater, creating quite a big problem. A lot of friends noticed this one, so me and Andrea finally decided to raising the bathing platform of about 15 centimeters, as you can see in the video in this moment. The help of a scaffold is essential for this type of work, because through this we have reached the exact height of the stern platform. Also using shims under it, we have reached the desired height to the millimeter. So we are very happy for this result. One of the problems was the new bracket that maintained the heavy bathing platform in position. You can see me and Andrea, we spent a lot of time to cut millimeter after millimeter for stainless steel to get the right length. Because when I did in the power plant this work, I completely make a mistake and need to order another bracket. In this case, we remember and we pay a lot of attention. Now Andrea is preparing the stern near the hull to be glassed with epoxy. With the help of a grinder, we dug the fiberglass and we prepare the ground to make the new epoxy resin for cover the old holes. Andrea is a master to do this type of work, so now we prepare a very fast putty to cover the hole before starting glass the big hole. This very fast putty, two component, react very fast, but is very useful to cover the holes. In about half an hour, job done.
Just woke up after a long night sleeping. Yesterday was very tired, so now I need to glass inside to prepare all the stuff to install the new bathing platform. As you can see here, I lift in about 15 centimeters the bathing platform, no more than this one, because after that I go too near. Here I don't like it. I prefer to stay just here, and this is enough to avoid the water when I sailing. And Andrea yesterday put the putty, because now today I start to glass the hole outside and inside. Go inside, I sand with the machine and prepare everything. Follow me. Hey guys, ready. Now I need to sand this one and this one and prepare to glass.
And now it's time to glass outside. I protect my hull with a small piece of nylon to avoid that the resin drip on the blue line. I don't want to ruin, because if happen is a big problem. Now I prepare the template that I need to cut the correct size the tissue, and using the template I put over the tissue and start to cut the tissue that will cover my hole. I start with the big one, and after that I go smaller. You can use many type of systems, starting from the big one, a piece of tissue when you cover your hole, and arriving with the small one, or vice versa. But in any case, all the stuff for me is work. So I start this time with the small one, and after that I go up with the bigger one. I use also the roller to avoid bubble, and also the peel play to make a nice smooth surface when the epoxy is cured. So you can see here, layer after layer, I arrive at the correct thickness of the hull. It's a nice job. Perfect. But this time, after I finish to glass my stuff, I don't will paint my hull, but there is a guy from the shipyard, the name is Gabriele, like me, that will do the work, because I really don't want to do again. And now we move inside. I need to glass some tissue inside to get the same thickness of the hull and to make more strong my outside reparation. So in this case I use epoxy resin, tissue, peel play, and spatula, also to avoid bubble. After I will finish this work, I will paint with the white polyurethane paint, and I bring back to the original white color. But before this, before do this, I need to wait one day that I come back to the shipyard. And now it's time to take out the peel play and have a look at the result. You need to make some force to take out the peel play, but the result is astonishing. It's very flat and not too much material to take off. I use a 1010 CFS epoxy resin made by Czechy, very good, and you can see the result here. I'm very happy because I use this epoxy resin for many years and work anytime better than previous day. So now it's time to start to sand with 320 grit the excess of epoxy resin and make flat my stern. This is very time consuming, but I do this work because I want to give to my friend Gabriele a very nice stern ready to be painted. I need also to take out the powder of the previous sanding with soaps and water. Okay, clean, wait for dry, and we start using the epoxy putty to fix all the small holes around here that I did in this year, and prepare everything for the final work. And we go. And now it's time to prepare the epoxy putty. This is Boero epoxy cock. Is a two-part epoxy putty, 50% each when you mix together, and you will have a very nice and fast putty to use in your work. It's quite hard at the beginning, but after you mix, it becomes very soft and easy to use on the hull. Perfect, now it's time to use the putty on the stand. I cover the holes and I use a big spatula. In a couple of hours the putty is ready, and now I can sand it very well and arriving to my final destination. use a pencil so I can write in my stand, and in this way I know where I sand and where I need to sand. And it's very easy if you don't have the spy powder. I need to sand all my stern. I like to write in my stern. No, it's a joke. This is the best way to avoid problem and make mistake when you sand. I will sand all the white part where I need after. Ready to the primer. Some small spot to fix, but we are okay. Ready to paint. This is the boat just before painting inside the building, and this is just after paint 2 layers of it. Gabriele make a very nice work. You can see here. You can see here the stand completely polished. Very nice, very good work at the end, and the result is astonishing. I like very well. Gabriele make a better work than me. So this is job done, and now we move to Andrea factory, my friend that works the stainless steel, where I need to polish my bathing platform after 3 years of the use in the water. So I use this very heavy stuff to do this one. It's very heavy, but is the best way to polish the tube of my bathing platform. Coming back at Top Tech, I need to fix some problem in the thick slab of my bathing platform. You can see here I put some epoxy, some sticks of thick inside all holes of the ladder, because I need to install the new one with 4 steps than the 3 original, because the bathing platform is more high from the water level of about 50 centimeters. So for this reason I need to install the new ladder of 4 steps. So I cover all the holes of the old ladder, and I start to sand. When I sand my slab, I discover one is broken. There is some cracks on the thick. You can see here and just here. So I need to repair this one. For repair this one, I use the epoxy resin. I spread inside the crack, the epoxy, using also a hot air, because with this hot air the resin is more fluid and entering very well in the crack. I also use some thick powder inside the epoxy resin to create a putty. This putty will be spread all around the crack, so I can fill up all the imperfection and get at the end an invisible result. Using a clamp, I will have a very strong bonding to the crack piece of the wood, and after that, in a couple of years, I need to sand again this slab and install on the bathing platform. And this is my bathing platform, just finished to polish and clean, and is very bright one. And now I need to install a piece of thick. You can see I check if all work well, but before do this one I need to oil all my thick with Semco thick sealer, as you can see in the photos. 2 hands of this fantastic thick sealer and my thick become brand new, but you need to make 2 layers of thick sealer. Take about 2-3 hours. You need to dry the first layer, and after that you put the second one. And now it's time to install the oily piece of thick. I use the screwdriver. I don't want to use the electric one, because you need to make the correct strength of the screw on the teak to avoid problem. And you can see here very fast the reinstallation of the piece of teak. We need to install the last one, but we can say that the job is 90% done, and very happy for the result. And this spring I will reinstall my bathing platform. Job done, very happy. Thank you for watching, guys.